strange thing, you know, if you're Prince Harry. It must be very hard to look at these sort of pictures and think, what did go wrong? I thought I was popular. Now it seems that Harry wants something of a clear out. What are we talking about? Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. As ever, lovely to have your company and truly nice to see you. Let's have a big wave. Oh yes. And I bet some of these new people think we're all daft. No, yes you do. What do you mean? Yes, don't nod. You're new. Show a bit of respect. We're all daft in the end here on this channel. It's what we love, you know. You've got to get through the day somehow, haven't you? You know, I know I often say this, but a laugh is worth so much more. You know, I mean, people always say, don't they? Oh no, you know, I'm fed up and I'm depressed. Just find something to make you laugh. However sort of simple, childish it may be, it really does do you a tonic. By the way, I must just tell you a funny thing. This particular story is fascinating in itself because really, you know, this was told to me by a very famous celebrity a few years ago now, and he said this line which I've never forgotten. He said, you know, I thought I was popular until I went on social media, and I thought that was a really good line because suddenly he's getting a backlash for just saying all the wrong things. Nothing wrong with him, he's just a bit sort of bumptious, you know, possibly not as PC as he should be. Maybe that's the correct term. Back though to your breaking royal story of the day. This story really all centres on these pictures. That's right, we told you recently how Meghan wanted some answers. Now it appears that Prince Harry is well on the warpath too, and there's not just this, is there? I mean, there's so much negative PR, you know, the security issues, the backlash, the tabloid you know, gossip magazines over in the US, you know, the ones that Meghan said didn't exist but have made a healthy profit out of her over the last few years. I mean, I'm not quite sure where she looks when she went to the supermarket, even when she was in suits, but she must have seen the Globe, the National Enquirer, you know, all of those other ones. I used to love Confidential, do you remember that one? But now, of course, Prince Harry is really, really angry, and you can see why. Not just because the negative PR, but really that big event at the UN. It was meant to be the big comeback of this year, you know. The Jubilee was a damp squib, we know that. They got booed when they arrived back for that. So you can imagine when he decided to get up and give that speech, you know, the one mainly about himself and a few bon mots about Mandela, well, we were all supposed to sit up and take notice. Well, you would have sat up if anybody had been sat in the seats, but sadly there weren't that many. Now Harry, according to a very good source, wants a complete clear out. This could prove a bit thorny because most of the people responsible for their joint PR are all on the recommendations previously of his wife, former actress Meghan Markle. But a lot of celebrities do this, let me tell you, you know. When they get bad press or something goes wrong, the first person to go normally is the manager, then the agent, then the PR team, then the marketing team. Eventually you all get fired because it's never the celebrity's fault. It's your fault for doing it. Absolutely. So for now it does look like there's going to be a bit of an ongoing battle. I wouldn't like to be inside the kitchenette, would you, with Harry and Meghan when they decided exactly who they're going to hire, who they're going to keep, and more importantly, who they're going to fire. But trust me, something's got to give because this particular ongoing bad media slaughter, as it were, against the former royals is really just the tip of the iceberg. And with more books, more serializations coming, more documentaries, there is no way they can stem the flow unless somebody advises them to do the right thing. And as we know, that's proving very tricky if you live in the world of Harry and Meghan. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.